Hello and welcome to the second video on this series about APA style. Um, in this video we're going to talk about the abstract. Something I forgot to mention in the first video is that these series are not intended to be as a tutorial or a course on scientific writing. This is more about showing you how to organize your paper in order to match the APA style. So, for example, in this video about the abstract, I'm not going to actually write an abstract, but show you how it should be formatted. But nevertheless, I will try to give some advices in order for you to know how to write a good abstract. So, we left our document here from the last video. Something I also forgot to do the last time was to remove the spaces after the paragraph. So now we just have to select all our text, come here to the line spacing options and click remove space after paragraph. So that's all. Now let's jump to the abstract. So you just have to go to the insert tab, click on page break, and you have a new page. So now before we actually start to write the abstract, we need to add the header that's going to be that's going to be present for the rest of the pages of our paper. So we just have to double click as we did on the first page here, and since we already have our running head, we're just going to type in exactly the same, except that this time we're going to write it or type it without the running head words. So is in all capitals, gender differences in math achievement. Press the tab key. You have the cursor on the right side of the paper on the right margin. Page number, current position, and there you have to select plain number. So close header and footer, or just double click here on the main body of the document. Now you just have to write abstract in the center of the paper. Now hit return and left align. The abstract is unindented, so you just flush left. As I said, I'm not going to actually write an abstract, just showing you how it should look like. However, I will give you some advices. First, the abstract should be between 150 and 200 words. It should summarize the main points of your work, and since this is a summary of your work, your methods, your results, and so on, you will have to write it after everything's done. Another thing is that you do not take parts of your text in order to copy and paste them in the abstract. You have to write it from scratch. So once again, I'm just going to type in a random text, the one that we find in every program like Word or Illustrator or something. So there we go. That's how the abstract should like. Once again, it's flushed left. Some people tend to justify the text, and though I would agree that looks better, at least for me, is not APA style. So make sure you do not justify the text, always flush left. There are some features that you have to take into account when writing the abstract. and I'm going to show them to you. The abstract should be accurate, non-evaluative, must be coherent and readable, and concise. If you're writing an empirical study, then the abstract should describe the problem under investigation, if possible in one sentence, the participants, and the characteristics like age, sex, racial group if that's applied, some essential feature of the method you have used, and some basic findings, including, for example, effect sizes. And finally, something that you perhaps want to include are conclusions or implications. The abstract is the place where the reader will decide whether he or she will continue to read the paper or not. So it's very important that you devote a lot of time to do a very good abstract. So I know this is a lot of things, given that you just have a range between 150 and 200 words. However, it's doable. Now let's check here how many words we have. So select everything, go to review and click on word count. So you see we have 175 words. So we are in range. Now also you want to add keywords. So in order to do that, you will have to indent this keyword. So move this little arrow here to the 1 centimeter in the ruler. Go to home, select italic, write keywords, colon, go back to normal, and you start writing your keywords. They don't have to be one single word. You can include 2 words per keyword. So for example, math self-concept, math achievement, and also gender, say lorem ipsum, and so on. So this is all you have to do when writing an abstract. Remember also, if you are replicating a study, you have to mention the author last name and the year of publication of the paper you are replicating. And okay, so that's all for this second video. I hope you found it useful, and in the next video we'll start with the introduction part. So thank you very much for watching, and see you there.